नमस्कार, मैं राजीव पराशर। मैं आज मौजूद हूँ मास्टर हैंडलर्स प्राइवेट लिमिटेड के कोथरूड प्लांट्स में अभी हूँ, जहाँ कंपनी का हेडक्वार्टर है कोथरूड पुणे में है। मास्टर हैंडलर, जैसा आप जानते हैं कि एलपीएल सेगमेंट में शॉर्ट साइकिल इंडिया में शुरुआत करी और बनाती है। एचपीएल में ये ओनली कंपनी है जो एक रेंज ऑफ मशीन प्रोवाइड कराती है। हम बात करेंगे कंपनी के फाउंडर मिस्टर जयदीप शाह से और जानेंगे कि क्या है यूएसपी मास्टर हैंडलर का। तो आज हमारे साथ जुड़ रहे हैं मिस्टर जयदीप शाह जी। कैन यू एक्सप्लेन अबाउट योर जर्नी?
See, we started with repair and maintenance job for Formica in Pune, which we served only for repair and maintenance of various components. Even we have repaired press plates in those days. These gave confidence to the works manager. When he shifted his job to wood polymer, brand name Hollywood, he invited us to improve the productivity of the simple cam press which they had. But loading and unloading time was almost 45 minutes. They wanted to increase the productivity, and loading and unloading was planned to be done in 5 minutes time. So we made the first partial handling system for loading and unloading the press in such a way all the daylights are loaded and unloaded simultaneously. Next break was given to us by Royal Touch Group. He had bought a press from Intercon and he ordered complete handling system on us. So that is how my journey in the HPL field started.
In HPL manufacturing, you started with handling system. That's
Yeah.
why the company name is Master Handlers.
Yeah, my company name was always Master Handler because we were dealing with lot of other companies in defense, in automobile, in magnet manufacturing company. We were doing a lot of material handling system, and that was started in 1977. But the journey in the laminate industry, our first project in wood polymer.
So, any moment which inspiring you to enter into this manufacturing of machinery?
I like to do whatever comes in front of me, and I had always loved for engineering work, design work. I started designing all these machines and improving capability of our machines, and subsequently it became the new normal in the country to have the total automation of the material handling system. Nobody would buy the press without it.
So, initial days when you started, so first 5 years, how was the challenges did you face in those days?
There were challenges, but honestly, my love for engineering didn't make anything look like a challenge, honestly. But yes, because of the problem like thing what you mentioned about the vendor, components, availability, technology, and we had to make a lot of components which are today easily bought out of very high quality. I had to sit down, design, test it, and make it. So it was a challenge. But the only thing which ought to match with the market also was that it would take longer time. So we never had that kind of a serious problem. Or it was the delivery was a challenge, but it didn't become a serious challenge.
So, when did you started the impregnation line manufacturing?
In 2002, 2003, we were making impression line like what with slightly improved technologies of the control system. I started using motor with the VFDs because of my knowledge about the other control system. So our productivity was better.
So, in India presently, Master Handlers is the only company which produces.
There was some hesitation on my side to make the small lines which Chinese popularized.
Like a small lines means, can
Small
you
lines,
explain?
small lines means standard press of pre-lamination with automatic loading. Because these presses are so fast, you cannot load by hand. You can unload by hand by pushing the material out by 2 sticks of wood. So it is a line where you have a scissor lift, where you come and put a stack. There is a paper stand on which you put the decor paper, and there is a conveyor on which you make the assembly, which are giving this loading system with servo system because it works much smoother and faster.
How many machines, how many short cycle presses you supplied it to India market?
45-50 short cycle lines, but out of which only 25-30 are the small type.
How many impregnation line you supplied it?
Impregnation line we have made, I think, must be at least about 80 to 85 impregnation lines are working. And some of the lines are working abroad.
A machinery supplier doesn't have new order because the industry has reached to the consolidation. What is your advice to the machinery supplier?
It starts giving signal over a period of time. It doesn't happen overnight. It is a slow process.
Right.
So then you must see the signals, and then you must decide whether you want to find some other market, some other machines. Because when you have made machines, you have served so many customers, you obviously learn a lot of things, not only engineering, but the business management and the customer relationship also. So you take that knowledge into making some other machines, but you must sense that things are happening in the field. Secondly, we also were thinking on this matter, but I have decided it is not only because of the slowdown in the machine, but it is also for taking my turnover to more than that. I may be able to double or triple my turnover in 3-4 years' time. The main idea will never be to cut down the manpower. The main idea will to improve quality and improve efficiency.
Efficiency of what? The capacity-wise efficiency, yeah,
See,
manpower efficiency, energy
means
saving.
efficiency means many things. You work with a larger open spaces, so you are occupying very small place for assembling, and that is efficiency. You got more open spaces. You consume less energy. You have lesser breakages and wastages of the paper in transferring here and there. You have less damages of the pallets when you do manual handling by trolleys. You need forklift for moving a lot of things here and there. We try to devise a layout plus the system in such a way that you don't need a forklift to come to the factory, to come into the manufacturing area. So, these are the kind of things which I'll put under efficiency come energy saving. The heating cooling system has not been very well and professionally designed. By and large, people have been just looking at what the competitor is doing or what the person has done next door and just copy paste and don't give any credit to the engineering which is possible to do for energy conservation.
जो टेक्नोलॉजी है वो कभी भी उसमें स्लो डाउन नहीं होता है, ऐसा मिस्टर जयदीप शाह जी ने कहा. उन्होंने कहा कि आप प्रॉब्लम्स को आइडेंटिफाई करिए, उसके मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यूनिट में जाइए. बहुत सारे ऐसे पॉइंट्स हैं अभी भी एचपीएल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में जहाँ पे टेक्नोलॉजी की डिमांड है, और एक मशीनरी सप्लायर अगर उस कंसर्न को पूरा करता है तो उसमें बेहतर सर्विस दे सकता है और एफिशिएंसी को, फैक्ट्री के एफिशिएंसी को ग्रो कराने में भी सपोर्ट कर सकता है. तो अभी चलते हैं नेक्स्ट सेक्शन में.
Welcome, Rajeev.
Thank you. Now I arrived Master Handler Kondapuri manufacturing facility. So can you explain, sir, when the plant, this plant has started, and this is the main plant?
Yeah, this is the main manufacturing plant now. We established this facility in 2003-04.
Okay.
So we created this facility. This facility is nearly 15,000 meters square of perimeter or the land area. And we have nearly 10,500 square meter of construction.
So what kind of machine do you produce here?
Yeah.
Which machines?
So
or
we
which
make
segment?
machines, HPL presses for lamination industry. We also make impregnation lines for decorative as well as craft paper, phenolic craft.
Okay.
We also make presses for other industry like transformer board. That is called press boards, which are used as a insulation in transformer.
So mainly four main machines you produce here.
So basically three machines. Impregnation line has got two types.
Oh, two types.
For decor as well as for
Craft paper. So can you explain the infrastructure of this facility?
These are large equipments. The equipment really takes shape only when it arrives in the customer site. Because a typical HPL press, so there is no way we can assemble anything here. So it's all assembled at site only. The site, it takes the shape. The manpower, the experienced team is our main infrastructure. And the next comes our engineering design team.
We use the most modern systems required for designing, 3D
Right.
designing,
Right.
creating the models and converting that into reality is happening on the screens first.
Right.
Every machine is the model is real model is created,
Right.
real designs are done, every interchangeability feasibility is checked, and then only it is released for manufacturing. Even the complete projects, not only the component level but the project level, are also done. The complete HPL model right here, so you
Wonderful.
can see the press is only here, small section, but rest all paraphernalia which we are capable of doing it and executing it are here. So the complete turnkey project is delivered to customers from design to reality.
Right. The
And we
design
have
is based on the requirement of customer or what?
it is based on the customer requirement, because each and every project is a special project and there are different openings, different speeds requirements, and different features which are required by the customers. So all those things are incorporated. So this is the design, which means
Please.
not only mechanical design but also electrical design. So the design team also comprises of electrical designing, electronic designing, instrumentation designing, and the programming part.
And thereafter the integration of design, mechanical design and the control system. The next is hugely contributed by our vendors. Next comes as the infrastructure, the testing and inspection facilities. So after the design team, this testing facility is playing a huge part. And then the installation team. And customers' feedback is also one of the most important infrastructure part for me.
So, how many manpower engaged here?
150 people.
Okay.
We have two companies. This company which is serving the lamination industry, and the other company which is working for defense, railways, automobile, paint shops, and there is a lot of automation work going on there. We are nearly 50 engineers out of 105 people.
Okay. Right.
We have about 20 skilled workers,
Okay.
and we have got about 30 casual workers.
Okay.
The rest of the is dedicated to sales, purchase.
So, can I know the step by step the process? I wanted to just showcase our viewers.
Once the order comes, the sales department will call for a meeting with all the functional heads, purchase, manufacturing, mechanical and electrical designs, site erection, that is service team, and everyone. And in the kickoff meeting, whatever the commitments we have made to the customer will be clarified to the whole team, which includes the time delivery and the performance parameters. The most of the time in the kickoff meeting, we discuss what are the problems we had faced in the past. So what are the likely bottlenecks in the execution of the order in right time for achieving the right performance. So that is the first part of the execution. Then the second part of the execution is the engineering department will start doing their work and release the components which are going to take long time to manufacture. The mechanical design have to be very sturdy, very rigid, and provide long life for all the components. But the productivity and the profit of the customer comes from automation. Minimum breakdowns, high productivity, very fast acting machines, very low fatigue for the workers. All these come from the automation control system. So automated control system and mechanical department will have their handshake about the powers and the control systems, safety measures, accident measure, how to take care of the human interface, where will be the push button station, how will be easy for the operator to, without bending too much, without moving too much. All these kind of aspects are discussed between the automation and the mechanical things. These long lead items, which is going to take very long time, they are first and foremost delivered to the manufacturing team. Then the manufacturing will start doing their own internal fabrication. Components will be arriving, there will be inspection, quality checks, and then the main assemblies will start.
Right.
To the extent possible within the company.
Sir, how much time do you take to deliver after the order?
You see, short cycle small machines, we are generally able to deliver in 1 month's time because we keep certain component stocks. So we can assemble and deliver very quickly.
What is the role of engineering do you have to minimize the order time? Any role?
The only thing that we have done and we have established is very huge bank of vendors, because we have a large number of vendors. So if I am making one press, it takes me 6 months. If I am making 4 presses, it may take 6 plus to 8 months.
And
So
ideal time for impregnation line?
Ideal time for implementation will be about 3.5 months.
Now we reach to inside the
Now we have come to the
hall.
factory.
Uh.
This hall is 13 meter span with served with 3 cranes, and the next bay is 24 meter, 3 cranes of 10 tons each.
Okay. So
Now we have short cycle lamination line
okay.
and short cycle lamination press with loading and unloading system. So we assemble the press, we put up the complete control system, and we test it for at least 1000 cycles before it is delivered. Short cycle presses, they are very typical, they are very fast acting, there can be a lot of teething problems, so we try to remove all the teething problem in our company by taking nearly 1000 pressings, 1000 pressing strokes at the full productive cycle.
What is this?
These are the frame plates for HPL presses. Right now we are making 4 big HPL presses, all are 6x14. So these are the elevators under testing for the HPL machine of 6x14. These are the frame plates. The same big press, 4 plus 2, 6 frames are ready for final painting.
This is the ISI mark for the quality of the frame.
Yes.
What is this Indie Press Master Handler?
So these are the small, very fast moving presses for pre-lamination. It can be used for particle board or MDF and short cycle lamination. You can make up to 90 to 100 boards per hour depending on your team's expertise about loading and unloading. It is the smallest and simplest machine, generally bought as a pair of machines, 2 presses, making it a compact and more productive also. These presses are having the simplest possible and the minimum automation but highest productivity. It is a very standard operation, putting board and paper, and the loading is automatic by a servo motor. This is the secondary circuit, we call it, heat control circuit for the press, for the short cycle press, and there is hydraulic system. One more important critical equipment in an impregnation line is the rotary cutter. We will be testing rotary cutter for at least 1000 paper cut.
For checking the performance.
For checking the performance, seeing the flow, any problem with the parameter. Main is how accurately we are cutting. When the speed increase or speed reduce, the length of the cut should not change. So we go up to testing it up to 120 meters per minute speed. Now in this area, we are in the heavy engineering area, plano milling machine, many of the components which are medium and big size. If you machine a component before assembling, the performance of the component is better. Then this is the testing machine. Each and every piston cylinder of the press is tested for again 500 cycles and 24 hours under full pressure before it is opened and sent for packing, painting and dispatch. Because the production
this is hydraulic cylinder body testing.
Yes, this is hydraulic cylinder body testing. This is for the longest. Okay. We made a press of 25 opening. The cylinder body will not fit into my standard machines. So I had to make a new test frame.
And then come to this area. What is this, sir?
This is again heavy engineering continue. There is one more plano miller. There is a big plano miller. This is a drilling machine for making smaller holes on the main frame.
ये प्लेनो मिलिंग मशीन्स इसका थोड़ा सा डिटेल बताइए. व्हाट इज द पर्पस ऑफ दिस मशीन?
The large components, if they are machined and then assembled, the performance of equipment is much better compared to not machining some surfaces and assembling it. So it brings precision, then it improves the performance.
And this one, what is this? Radial drill machine?
It is one of the most conventional machine in the world, and it is for making holes after marking. These frames are machined, and that is the most important part of hydraulic press for HPL. And I was the very first to machine a frame and install in 94.
Okay. First press for HPL or?
For HPL.
Right. So
now,
making frame is very much important in terms of the...
Extremely important. It is the heart of the machine.
Heart of the machine. And these are the drilling.
These are these big holes, and the main machining is the part of the heart of the machine. Okay. And that is available in this machine, but we have to go around.
So this is part of the press, hydraulic press.
This is the main press.
Main press, right.
This is the most important part. The frame plates are machined. All 10 plates are machined together in one setting. So the precision is fantastic.
So this frame is the heart of the...
This frame is the main frame.
Okay.
Which is taking the 9,000 tons of load when you are making HPL. When you press HPL, the pressure created may be up to anything from 7,000 to 9,000 tons.
So this is the main crux. You designed it in
Yes, we have very special software to design this size, and actually more important design part in this frame is the shape of the corner, which I elaborate in another place.
Okay.
And with these shapes, we cut ourselves in our company here. These are the two big lathes for finish machining these cylinder piston bodies for HPL as well as for short cycle line, but mainly for HPL because the HPL bodies are very large and big. And the most important part in the HPL body or HPL piston assembly is the sealing system and the guiding system. The sealing systems we are importing from Europe for very long life. We have selected piston sealing system in such a way that for 5 years, not you don't have to replace the seal, nor you have to adjust the seals, and there is supporting role being paid by the special material, bronze material, guide rings. There are two guide rings within the piston, big piston, and the guide rings are machined to high tolerance precision before it is assembled and tested.
What are the important features of your impregnation line? Can you explain the feature?
Now we are coming to impregnation line for decorative as well as phenol impregnation. Decorative impregnation are two type.
जी.
One is a two stage and one is single stage. If it is only melamine impregnation, it is single stage, or it is urea plus melamine two stage impregnation line. What we are going to see here is a medium speed impregnation line for pre-lamination of particle board or MDF boards. As the line is medium speed, like 25 to 30 meters per minute speed, the unwinder, but this unwinder is also served by load cells for tension control, helps to ensure that the machine is giving highest speed performance without paper tearing off and breaking down. This is the melamine impregnation. This is melamine urea. This is a first stage impregnation. The special feature of this is, you see the motor, these are special motors with a separate fan cooling motor. But this impregnation line is provided with motor which can run at a RPM as low as 100 RPM or 150 RPM, and at that point we need very special separate fan for cooling the motor. These motors are controlling the paper speed. There are metering rolls. These metering rolls, again irrespective of whether it is for phenol or melamine, we give the highest quality of rolls for melamine or phenol. And these rolls are made of special steel with hardening, 8 millimeter top surface plus 200 micron of the chrome plating. The lifting arrangement is on top, unlike some competitor who are putting it on the ground. These areas are always quite dirty because of the spillage of resin, and the resin is very sticky.
This is the unique feature of impregnation line.
One of the important features of the impregnation line.
Okay.
Since
So this
2010,
feature is suitable for both HPL and LPL.
yes, the rigidity of frame is very important because cost of the resin is controlled here. The rigidity of the frame means the precision of the two rolls mounting, and that mounting means how much resin and how much uniform and how much resin is going into the paper. Cleaning of resin tray is one of the most important thing in maintaining a machine. So these trays are very easy to remove. Also, it is important to have a heating system at the bottom. This bottom frame is a jacket for heating the resin. Water supply for keeping the resin hot to maintain the resin temperature. The resin temperature is very important.
Okay.
And you must maintain resin at a correct temperature, then you will get the best penetration and the most uniform penetration.
Right.
And for that, we are giving jacket under the resin tray so that you can maintain the resin. We are also giving temperature sensor for the resin. This is the drying chamber which we introduced in 2003. There was a revolution of the features when we made this. First and foremost, the nozzle has got special 3-point exit to warm the paper as well as to carry away the moisture which comes out of the paper. It is divided into 3 parts. There is a top part which is the recirculation and mixing chamber with a radial fan. There is a top chamber and there is a bottom chamber. The mixing chamber ensures that the temperature of the whole of air which is coming out is same uniform. The distribution ensures that the speed of the exit of the air is uniform, and this gives the highest possible drying speed, most uniform, and the highest ever drying speed of the machine. So if you check temperature or the air velocity at any point in the whole machine, we are ensuring within 2 meters per meter per second velocity differential, and the temperature will be within 2 degrees centigrade. We have very special feature on our heat exchangers, but the special feature being that it is mounted in such a way the tubes through which the oil is passing for heating the air is expandable, and when the tube expands, it is very free to expand. It is not constrained by the welding. This reduces the stress on the heat exchanger and gives very long life, and no leaks are developing in the heat exchanger. And
How many zones normally?
this is a line with 2 plus 4 zone for urea plus melamine, 2-stage impregnation line. This is the gravure coating station. Is made exactly as per all German specification and performance standard. Typically, these two-stage machines, 2 plus 4 is the minimum, and it can go up to 5 plus 8, 13th zone, where we can achieve speed up to 55 to 60 meters per minute manufacturing speed, impregnation speed for decor paper. When it comes to craft paper, typically the speeds are up to from minimum 60 to 70, and it can go up to 120 meters per minute, depending on 6 or 10 zones. We are giving speed of at least 20% more than any of our competitors for the same number of zones. In melamine, to improve performance at the same energy consumption, we have extended the length of the frame to 4.5.
Right.
So you can get about 25% additional production for the same heat consumption, same energy consumption.
Sir, basic dues for the before the buying the impregnation machine for a manufacturer. In a layman language, a new entry is coming. So, what is your advice?
If it is highly developed business, he will think little less of capex and more of the final performance. But even if it is a starter, a beginner, where the capex is one of the very, very important thing for him, still he has to buy, he has to select the impression line very judiciously. The cost of production of paper and the quality of paper which will come out of the impregnation line is the most important thing for a manufacturer if he wants to survive in a competitive market. So you build your market, and then you can, secondary part will be your cost, so that you make profit.
Do you have any percentage how much the cost can minimize?
As I told you, we will be giving about 20 to 25% higher speed
Okay,
compared to any of our competitor,
right,
which means that you will get 20 to 25% lesser cost
right.
of manufacturing.
Such a big cost.
Yes, as far as
25% is
as far as heat and energy is concerned.
So, sir, do you have any like the because fuel cost is going high, and in some parts of India there is a challenges of boilers, running the boilers because of the environment. In Delhi, you have grab 4, grab 3, the pollution, and ultimately it will happen the manufacturing process, shutdown process. So anything, any machines do you develop which can run through the gas chamber, or anything you advise to the industry?
In presses, we need to heat a fluid media
Okay,
which gets into the press to heat the press.
okay,
So it's a question of boiler or hot oil generator. Whether you use fuel as wood, solid fuel, or you use gas. So we have this impregnation design with direct firing of gas. The chamber construction, as you see here, will not change. The only change will be how you supply heat. And through the heat exchanger, you will be passing hot water or hot oil. Where it is a gas supply, we will be burning the gas directly in a mixing chamber, in a burning chamber, put it in a mixing chamber, mix it together, and supply it into the impregnation zone for paper drying. So this is the paper liner which ensures that the paper remains in its positions instead of moving right or left. There are load cells here which measures the tension of the paper in the free zone and ensures that the correct tension is maintained, so paper neither tend nor sag down and touch the nozzles inside. This is the water cooling zone. We bring paper out of the water cooling automatically. The paper will come out here and then you put it directly into this thing. For bringing paper out of the drying chamber up to the water cooling, the operator might lose the grip and the paper will be wasted. But we bring the paper all the way to this, and there is additional gripper here. One more very important thing which we are giving, irrespective of the price and irrespective of the customer, is a tilting facility on the frame. The tilting frame helps the paper to flow more smoothly. It will be like this. And when you want to take it out, it will collapse. You can take out the surface treatment of equipment, each and every component is very, very important thing. Now, surface treatment, however good a painting you do, unless the base is very, very good, it makes no sense. It will come out like a pillow. So, it is most important to make the surface treatment, and the best way of making surface treatment is to do shot blasting of the components, prepare the surface by shot blasting, and then you do the first coat of painting. So, when I constructed this unit, the first thing I did was to put up a shot blasting facility for cleaning the component, preparing the surface before applying the first coat of paint. This is where we build our control systems. We use all three control systems, Allen Bradley, Mitsubishi or Siemens. We use many control systems, but Mitsubishi and Siemens are the most popular, and some customer ask for Allen Bradley also. But these two are the most popular, and we are using either Siemens or Mitsubishi, but as per the customer's choice. Now, the panel is generally divided into three parts.
Okay.
The first part is where the power comes in. Second part is the power section. This is the last part. It's the brain of the machine. This is the PLC, and this is the termination, and the wires go to the whole field for the control system, for the sensors and the outputs from this area. The next part of the control system, these are the control desks, which is the HMI, in literally and figuratively. The screen you see are called HMI. That is the interface between the whole machine and the person who is going to operate the machine.
Sir, what is this structure?
Fully assembled cages for storage of finished goods and the raw material, which will go into the press or come out of the HPL press, laminate press, and then dismantle and send to the customers, send to the sites.
So, what is the actual purpose of this?
The press material which has come out of the press
Okay.
will be stored on one side
Okay.
and will be taken out one by one. The press plate will be recirculated,
Okay.
reassembled, and then put in another cage one by one. So when the press has finished the cycle, previous cycle,
Okay.
and press will open, this will be empty. This cage will go in front of the press, take out all the material, move out.
Okay, right.
This cage will come in front of the material press, push it all the material together. Loading and unloading will be completed in less than 5 minutes time. This was my first project in 1984. Later on, lot more of automation. It used to be 10 and 12 opening presses in those days.
Now,
With higher productivity, higher fast handling system that we are providing, we have made up to 25 opening presses, but that was for a special case only for compact. For compact, I would not mind recommending. Even I would recommend a press of more than 24, 25 opening if you want to go for high productivity.
Right.
But even for the HPL, where we are assembling 8 to 10 press plates, 18 to 20 opening has become the new normal because of the fast acting machines available from master handlers. But in HPL, in one opening, you are putting 8 plates. So you have to transfer 8 plates.
right. And what is this, sir?
And this is the conveyor
Okay.
which will go up and down,
Okay.
and it will put the material into these cages or it will take out the material from the cages. So one side will put the metal in the cage, the other side will take out the metal from the cage and transfer to assembly station.
And this one is a heat exchanger.
These are very, very special heat exchangers. The heat exchangers are made in such a way that when the tubes expand, they are free to expand.
Okay.
These are spiral wounded tube, they are free to expand. Also, there are no boxes for the hot water or hot oil. There is a turning point, U bend. So, thereby it makes it very easy to clean the internal surfaces after 2 or 3 years of carbon deposits. This is a servo pumping system for short cycle pre-lamination. The simple small machines are always made with servo motors. Last 12 machines we have supplied with servo motors only. Now the main benefit of servo motor, servo pump is that heating of the oil is drastically reduced, because when the press is not working and the pump is unloading, it is unloading at a very, very small flow, thereby generating very small heat. So the requirement of the cooling of oil has come down drastically. Heating of the oil is a permanent problem of these kind of machines. So having less and less heat generation in the oil is very important, and that is why we have introduced servo systems.
Thank you. Now we completed the entire
Manufacturing
process
Yeah.
of technology. वेलकम अगेन सर मिस्टर जयदीप शाह accompanied with the son Mr. गौरव शाह सर आपका भी वेलकम है स्वागत है मिस्टर गौरव शाह what are the latest development under master handler and next question what is your future plan?
We are doing a lot around customer service and experience. We are doing a lot around technology, and also we are doing a lot around our global reach and what markets we are serving to. Right. So currently and even in the future, we want to really deepen our customer service and experience and the relationships that we have. Right. This means that we are working more and more with our customers, not as suppliers, but more as partners. Right? So looking at ourselves as how can we give them equipment and how can we support through the life cycle of the equipment to help our customers have high productivity, international quality products, and also keep growing with our equipment. The second important part is technology. So the core of master handlers is engineering technology. We continuously keep investing, right? Bringing in new technology into the machines for our customers, and also bringing in new partners which can support with this technology. The third topic is, as I said, around our global reach, right? So we are already working in a lot of export markets, and we are doing more and more work in international countries and now more in developed markets. And we are developing a lot of partnerships and our presence in international markets through representatives, through events, right? So that we can serve more markets, but also establish master handlers as a brand, an engineering brand, equipment supplier from India across global markets. Right?
So do you have any expansion plan related to the increase the productivity of the your master handler machines? Any expansion plan in pipeline?
Yes, so lot of things happening around there. I think our focus more is very much aligned to where the technology and market is growing, right? So we are, rather than focused on more machines, right? We are focused on how we can bring in more technology, right? Technology for higher quality products, technology in our machines which will help with higher productivity, right? And also technology which will help to better maintain these products. Right? Other big area of investment for us is our service capability. So investing in our team so that our service, we have enough team that are also trained. We are also investing in technology which helps us better monitor and respond faster with service solutions.
Do you have any comment related to the wood and decor panel industry in India?
Wood and panel industry in India is at a nascent stage at the moment. It's just the beginning. And about 10 years back, our lamination and panel industry was not with the organized manufacturers. So we are at a nascent stage, and wood panel industry is going to see not less than 15 to 20% growth, in my opinion, year on year.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू, नाइस टॉकिंग टू यू विद द
Thank
प्लाई
you.
रिपोर्टर। तो कई सारे टेक्निकल चीज़ें इन्होंने आज एक्सप्लेन किया जो मेरे लिए भी लर्निंग था और हमारे रीडर्स के लिए भी ये लर्निंग है। तो आप सीखिए और अपने कमेंट्स ज़रूर लिखिए। आपको कोई क्वेश्चन पूछना है मिस्टर शाह से तो ज़रूर आप राइट करिए। कोई हमारे सवाल कोई छूट गए हैं तो आप इसमें पूछ सकते हैं, हम चाहेंगे कि आपके सवाल को भी हम लें। तो सभी हमारे व्यूअर को एक बार फिर से बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू। जय हिंद।
Jai Hind.
Congratulations to Master Handlers on completing 45 years of service to the laminate industry, and special congratulations to the team leader Jaydeep Shah as you complete your 75 years. We are happy to be part of your journey in this industry. You and Master Handlers have always added value to the products you make, be it energy saving, product innovation, or ease of operations. I especially appreciate your efforts in development of machines for the low pressure industry, which were first in the country, and still innovating and making life easier for that industry. Thank you. All the best in your future, and we remain part of your journey as always in the future also. Thank you.